What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last video, and if you missed it, the link will be in the description. Hopefully quarantine is coming to an end, but I wanted to start up a series called Quarantine Customs. And in this series, I will be recreating or creating different designs that inspire me. I get most of my inspiration from different social media sites, so if you see anything cool, please tag me in it and you may see it on Quarantine Customs. In this episode of Quarantine Customs, I will be recreating a bomber jacket worn by the UK rapper Skepta. Skepta is known for venturing off into the high fashion streetwear industry, and needless to say, he is killing it. This particular piece was designed by the company Ameri. Ameri is a high fashion company who is known for their distressed denim and reconstructed garments. With their great quality comes a high price. This particular garment goes for $700 to $1,000. But without further ado, let's get started. So this is the jacket that I'll be reconstructing. I got it from Forever 21. I can't remember the exact price, but I know it was fairly cheap. So the first thing I wanted to do was remove the zippers. I did that by removing the inseam that connected the zipper to the jacket. I did that on both sides and then just ripped it out. So the hardest part of removing the inseam is the start of it. Typically companies do a back stitch or they go over it a couple times so the seam doesn't come out. I then began to remove the collar of the jacket, which was kind of difficult because the elastic kept getting caught inside the seam ripper, but I didn't mind it too much because I was going to stitch over it anyway with the denim collar. When I started to remove the collar, I noticed that the lining of the jacket started to fall out, so I grabbed some pins and I started to pin up the side where I removed the zipper.
You vibing.
With pins in place, I returned back to the collar to remove the out seam and get the collar off the jacket. Once I removed the first couple seams, it was fairly easy to just rip the thread straight from the jacket. Pinning up the jacket was definitely the most important part. It helps with aligning everything and making sure everything doesn't fall up whenever you put it inside of your sewing machine. The inside lining of this jacket definitely gave me the most issues, but I wanted to keep as much of the original jacket as possible. I probably could have took it out and replaced it with something else, but I just kept it the way it was. So this is the way the jacket looks, all pinned up and everything taken apart besides the sleeves and completely deconstructed. I sadly had to RIP one of my favorite denim jackets, but if you guys don't want it to die in vain, please like the video. I may use it for another episode of customs, but we'll see. So I deconstructed this jacket the same way I deconstructed the bomber jacket, but this being Levi's, the quality was a little bit better, so I had to use the seam ripper the whole way through, and I couldn't just rip straight through it. This is what the jacket looks like with the denim pieces added into it, aligned as much as possible to help with stitching. This part should be fairly easy as long as your pins are in the right place. You want to be aware of which needle you use. I used the denim jean needle to cut through both jackets. Then I went back to the denim sleeves to remove that, which I knew was going to be difficult because how thick the fabric was at the corners, but with patience I was able to get it off. I knew that this was also going to be difficult being that it has so much elastic around it, but I just stretched it out to reveal the seam and stuck the seam ripper through it and then cut it all the way through. Again, the most important part of this is the alignment, which gave me difficulties leaving the inside layer in, but with pins I was able to get it done. So this part is very important. I went over my previous stitch with a back stitch to secure the fabric inside of the jacket. Here's a complete view of the jacket. As you can see why it was so important to keep everything aligned and pinned up before you put it inside of your sewing machine. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It took a lot of time and patience, but I'm excited to see what's next for this series. I'm also excited to see how far I can push my creative process. Again, if you guys find any cool garments, be sure to tag me, because maybe you'll see it on the next episode of Quarantine Customs. Be sure to follow me on all social media platforms and like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It took a lot of time and patience, but I'm excited to see what's next in this series. I'm just going to keep what I had before it and just do the cutscene.